You are the master of your fate. Let's begin. Listen closely. Every morning, the moment you transition from sleep to wakefulness, a critical battle begins. It is not a battle against an external foe, but a silent, relentless struggle for the control of your own mind. Most individuals, perhaps even you, unwittingly lose this battle before their feet even touch the floor. You wake and instantly the world rushes in. The demands of the day, the worries of yesterday, the endless scroll of information, the expectations of others. Without conscious, deliberate action, your mind defaults. It falls into old patterns of thought, cycles of anxiety, or simply becomes a blank slate waiting for external forces to etch their agenda upon it. This state of default is a missed opportunity, a squandered power that very few ever truly harness. Your subconscious mind, that vast, powerful engine beneath your conscious awareness, is a tireless servant. But like any servant, it awaits instruction. When you fail to give it clear, precise commands, it will operate on the last instructions it received, which are often the accumulated worries, doubts, and unresolved issues of your past. Consider the cost of losing this morning battle. Wasted mental energy. Your mind becomes a reactive instrument rather than a proactive one. It expends energy reacting to external stimuli instead of creating your desired reality. Procrastination's grip. Without a clear, self-issued command for the day, inertia sets in. Tasks feel heavier, decisions more daunting, and the pull of distraction becomes irresistible. Emotional drift. Your emotional state becomes vulnerable to external events. A difficult email, an unexpected delay, a critical remark, any minor setback can derail your entire day because your internal compass was never set. Unfulfilled potential. The grand visions, the definite chief aim, the destiny you know you are capable of achieving, they remain distant, relegated to dreams, because the foundational daily programming is absent. The great men and women I studied understood that the first moments of their day were sacred. They recognized that the mind, upon waking, is at its most malleable, its most receptive to clear instruction. They did not allow the chaos of the world to dictate their inner state. Instead, they took immediate, deliberate control. They issued their orders to their subconscious, programming it for success before the distractions of the world could even begin to intrude. They understood that the direction of their day, and ultimately their life, was determined not by external circumstances, but by the internal commands they issued within those precious first moments. This is not a mere suggestion, it is a fundamental principle of self-mastery. Before the world commands your day, you must command your day. Your subconscious is awake, it is listening, and it is waiting for your instruction. The question is, what will you tell it? Now that you understand the critical importance of seizing control of your morning mind, let's delve into the very instrument you will use, your words. Most people mistakenly believe words are merely tools for communication, simple sounds or symbols used to convey information. But I tell you, this is a shallow understanding of their profound power. Your words are far more than just communication. They are vibrational blueprints, carrying the energy of creation itself. They are the initial commands, issued not just to others, but to the universe and, critically, to your own subconscious mind. Throughout my studies of individuals who achieved unimaginable feats, I consistently observed a common thread, a profound respect for and deliberate use of their spoken and mental words. They understood that every word they uttered, every thought they entertained, was a seed planted in the fertile ground of their subconscious and broadcast into the vast intelligence of the cosmos. Consider the implications of this truth. Words are energy. Every sound, every thought carries a specific vibrational frequency. When you speak, you are not just making noise, you are emitting energy. This energy attracts like magnet, drawing experiences and circumstances that resonate with your declaration. Words program the subconscious. Your subconscious mind, that powerful engine that controls your habits, beliefs, and ultimately your actions, does not distinguish between a casual thought and a firm command. It simply acts on the instructions it receives. When you consciously use words, you are directly programming this inner titan for your desired outcome. Words inform infinite intelligence. When I spoke of infinite intelligence, I referred to that vast, universal source of all knowledge and power. Your definite spoken words, especially when charged with emotion and belief, are direct signals to this intelligence. They are requests, commands, and declarations of intent that align your personal will with the universal creative forces. Words create reality. The most profound manifestation begins with a spoken or thought-out declaration. A building begins with a spoken idea, then a blueprint. A fortune begins with a definite chief aim, articulated with words, then acted upon. The universe responds to what you project. If you project doubt, it returns doubt. If you project clear, confident commands, it begins to arrange circumstances to match. The masters of success did not merely wish for their desires. They commanded them into existence through precise, deliberate verbal and mental declarations. They understood that poverty or lack was often a result of an uncontrolled tongue and an undisciplined mind, constantly speaking words of fear, limitation, or doubt. Conversely, abundant lives were built by individuals who consciously chose words of prosperity, confidence, and unwavering purpose. Your voice, your internal monologue, the declarations you make, these are not passive elements of your day. They are active spiritual architects, shaping the very fabric of your reality. In the coming section, I will show you precisely how to craft your morning command, ensuring every word you utter builds towards the magnificent destiny that awaits you. You now understand the immense power of your words as spiritual architects and programmers of your subconscious. The critical question then becomes, how do you craft a morning command that is truly effective? This is not about reciting empty platitudes or vague wishes. This is about delivering a precise, daily directive, imbued with unwavering conviction, directly to the universal forces and your own inner engine. Many attempt affirmations, but they fail because their words lack precision, their conviction is weak, or they neglect to tie their declaration to tangible action. My studies revealed a consistent formula among those who literally spoke their fortunes into existence. Your morning command must be a miniature blueprint for your day, and ultimately, for your destiny. It must contain specific elements that resonate with both the spiritual laws of creation and the practical laws of achievement. Here is the precise formula for crafting your powerful morning command. 1. State your definite chief aim with absolute clarity. Begin by articulating your primary goal as if it is already a present reality. Be specific. Use exact figures, dates, and sensory details. Example, I am now earning £10,000 per month by specific means, effectively serving specific people industry by exact date. Or, I am now living vibrantly healthy, filled with abundant energy, and weighing exact weight by exact date. This isn't wishing, it's declaring a factual state of being. 2. Express profound gratitude for its future reality. Immediately follow your declaration with an expression of deep, heartfelt gratitude, as if your definite chief aim has already been achieved. This bridges the gap between your present and desired future. Example, and I am profoundly grateful for this incredible abundance and the impact I am creating. Or, and I am so thankful for this vibrant health that allows me to live fully. This generates the high vibrational frequency that attracts your desired outcome. 3. Affirm your unwavering belief and expectation. State your absolute conviction that this definite chief aim is not only possible, but inevitable. Example, I know without a shadow of a doubt that this reality is now unfolding for me perfectly and powerfully. This eliminates internal resistance and reinforces your command to your subconscious. 4. Commit to immediate specific action, the practical bridge. This is where the spiritual meets the practical. Immediately state the specific, actionable steps you will take today to move towards your definite chief aim. This is crucial. It grounds your spiritual command in physical reality. Example, today, I will take the following definite actions to manifest this. List 3 specific, non-negotiable actions for today. This transforms your declaration from a passive wish into a directive for immediate, purposeful movement. 5. Declare your worthiness and divine alignment, spiritual connection. Conclude by affirming your inherent worthiness and your alignment with the universal architect or infinite intelligence in fulfilling this purpose. Example, I am a worthy vessel for this abundance, perfectly aligned with the universal architect's plan for my highest good. This reinforces the spiritual foundation of your command. This precise formula ensures that your morning command is not just a collection of words, but a potent, multi-layered directive that activates your subconscious, aligns with universal laws, and compels you into immediate productive action. It is the strategic deployment of your inner power, aimed squarely at the realization of your definite chief aim. Speak it with conviction and feel the truth of it in every fiber of your being. You have now learned to craft a precise, potent morning command. This is not a one-time declaration. Its true power lies in its unwavering, consistent repetition. Every morning you speak your command, you are not merely repeating words. You are engraving your definite chief aim onto the very fabric of your subconscious mind, forging an unstoppable force for its manifestation. Think of your subconscious mind as the fertile soil of a garden. A single seed planted, no matter how potent, might struggle to take root or be overwhelmed by weeds. But if you plant the same seed day after day in the same spot, nurturing it with sunlight and water, it will inevitably break through the soil and flourish. Most people fail to realize their dreams not because their goals are too big, but because their efforts at mental programming are too inconsistent. They plant a seed of desire one day, only to uproot it with doubt or conflicting thoughts the next. The principle is simple, yet profoundly powerful. Repetition creates belief. When you consistently feed your subconscious mind the same clear, positive, and definite instruction, it eventually accepts it as absolute truth. Once your subconscious accepts a belief, it ceases to question it and begins to work tirelessly, day and night, to manifest it in your reality. Here is how the unstoppable power of repetition works to program your subconscious. 1. Bypassing conscious doubt. Your conscious mind is the gatekeeper, often filled with skepticism, limiting beliefs, and doubts. Repetition, especially when delivered with conviction, helps to bypass this conscious filter, allowing your command to sink deep into the subconscious, where it takes root without question. 2. Activating the reticular activating system, RAS. Your brain has a filter called the RAS that determines what information you pay attention to. When you program your subconscious with your definite chief aim through repetition, your RAS is activated. It begins to unconsciously filter for opportunities, resources, and people that align with your command, making you see what was always there but previously unnoticed. 3. Shaping habits and behaviors. Your subconscious mind controls your habits. As your morning command becomes ingrained, it subtly begins to influence your daily actions and decisions. You'll find yourself intuitively taking steps, making choices, and even attracting circumstances that are in perfect alignment with your declared destiny, often without even consciously trying. 4. Building unwavering faith. The consistent, disciplined act of speaking your command, regardless of immediate external circumstances, builds unshakable faith. This faith becomes an inner knowing that your definite chief aim is not just a dream, but an inevitable reality. This emotional charge supercharges your commands to the universal architect. The great men and women I studied were masters of mental discipline. They understood that the mind, like a muscle, grows stronger and more obedient with consistent, purposeful exercise. They did not leave their thoughts to chance. They deliberately and consistently impressed their definite chief aims upon their subconscious minds, transforming vague desires into compelling mental blueprints that their inner power then tirelessly worked to materialize. Your daily morning command, spoken with unwavering conviction, is not just a routine. It is the most powerful tool you possess for programming your internal supercomputer. Commit to this relentless repetition and watch as your inner world begins to reshape your outer reality. You have faithfully issued your morning command, impressing your definite chief aim upon your subconscious mind. You have engaged in the unstoppable power of repetition. Now, you must cultivate the awareness to witness the unfolding of your declared destiny. As you command, the universe responds. This response often comes not in dramatic pronouncements, but in subtle nudges, uncanny opportunities, and synchronistic events that confirm your alignment. Many individuals program their minds and then fall back into a state of passive waiting, or worse, active doubt. They expect a thunderbolt, a miraculous intervention, or a sudden, undeniable sign. But the universal architect and your own activated subconscious often work through the subtle currents of everyday life. The greatest masters of manifestation were not just strong declarers, they were keen observers. They recognized the whispered confirmations, the serendipitous encounters, and the seemingly coincidental openings as direct feedback from the intelligence responding to their commands. Here's how to sharpen your awareness and witness the unfolding of your commanded destiny. 1. Cultivate heightened awareness. Be present and observant. Your mind, now programmed with your definite chief aim, will begin to unconsciously filter for information relevant to it. Pay attention to seemingly random conversations, articles, or advertisements that suddenly seem to speak directly to your goal. What you previously overlooked you will now begin to see. 2. Trust your intuitive nudges. As your subconscious works, it communicates through intuition. That gut feeling, that sudden urge to call someone, visit a particular place, or research a specific topic. These are often direct instructions from your inner guide, aligning you with the next necessary step. Learn to trust these internal nudges, even when they defy strict logic. They are the universe giving you directions. 3. Recognize synchronicity and coincidence. Synchronicity is the meaningful coincidence of external events with your internal state. You might unexpectedly meet the exact person you needed to know, or a crucial resource might appear out of nowhere, or a problem might resolve itself in an uncanny way. These are not random. These are the universe aligning circumstances to match the definite command you have issued. They are the universe saying, yes, you are on track. 4. Action follows insight. When you receive a nudge or witness a synchronicity, act on it. These are not just signs to be observed. They are invitations to participate. The universe opens a door. Your job is to walk through it. Inaction at this stage can dissipate the momentum created by your morning command. 5. Maintain your command amidst apparent delays. There will be times when the unfolding seems slow or obstacles appear. Do not interpret these as signs of failure. The universe's timing is perfect. Maintain your command with unwavering faith. Sometimes, a delay is simply the universe arranging a more perfect solution or preparing you for the next, larger step. The men who built empires did not wait for fortune to knock. They commanded its arrival, and then they were keenly alert for every subtle signal, every open door, every unexpected ally that appeared on their path. They understood that the universe speaks in whispers before it shouts. By honing your awareness, trusting your intuition, and acting decisively on the signs, you transform your journey from a hopeful wish into a divinely guided expedition, actively witnessing the magnificent destiny you have commanded into existence. We have journeyed together through the profound and practical power of your morning command. 1. The daily battle for your mind. Understanding the critical importance of seizing control of your thoughts at dawn. 2. Words as spiritual architects. Recognizing your declarations as vibrational blueprints for creation. 3. Crafting your morning command. Mastering the precise formula for a powerful, definite directive. 4. The unstoppable power of repetition, programming your subconscious for inevitable manifestation. 5. Witnessing the unfolding, learning to recognize the subtle, synchronistic responses from the universe. Now, the ultimate truth I impart to you is this. Your life is not merely lived, it is spoken into existence. The magnificent destiny that awaits you is not found through passive hoping, but through active, disciplined declaration. The morning command is not a superficial ritual. It is a fundamental principle of self-mastery and co-creation with infinite intelligence. It transforms your day from a series of reactions into a deliberate progression toward your definite chief aim. It is the conscious act of claiming your spiritual blueprint and commanding its practical manifestation in the material world. When you consistently live by your spoken destiny, you unlock profound transformations, unshakable inner drive. The constant programming of your definite chief aim instills an internal drive that overcomes procrastination, fear, and doubt. You move with purpose because your subconscious is aligned. Magnetism for opportunity. Your clear vibrational commands broadcast your desires into the universe. You become a magnet for the people, resources, and circumstances necessary to manifest your spoken destiny. Opportunities don't just appear, they gravitate to you. Profound clarity and focus. The daily practice sharpens your mental focus. You eliminate distractions and irrelevant tasks, dedicating your energy only to what serves your definite purpose, leading to faster, more efficient progress. Resilience against adversity. When challenges arise, your deeply ingrained definite chief aim acts as an anchor. You see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as temporary detours or necessary lessons, because your conviction in your declared destiny remains unwavering. Authentic fulfillment. This isn't just about accumulating material wealth. It's about living a life of profound purpose and fulfillment. When you live in alignment with your commanded destiny, you experience a deep satisfaction that transcends fleeting achievements. The great individuals I observed did not wait for destiny to find them. They declared it, they commanded it, and then, through disciplined action and unwavering faith, they lived it into existence. They understood that the greatest power lies not in external circumstances, but in the internal command you issue to yourself, and to the universe. So I urge you, do not let another day begin without conscious direction. Rise each morning, take control of your mind, and with unwavering conviction, speak your destiny into being. Command your day, command your life, for the magnificent future you envision is waiting to be called forth by your very words. Remember, your success begins the moment you decide to act.